The 89, you're really in trouble because you're not going to be able to get to work or nothing.
Yeah, I'm the 62. I can't walk to the.
Yeah, Bobo's not in it. He can't walk up to 62. So basically, he'd be just stranded out there. So, I mean, you use the bus. You've been on this bus for years. I mean,
Yeah.
right.
Several years.
So we don't want to be hurting people, right, Fred? We want to make sure people aren't like destroyed, their whole lives aren't destroyed. So we're not going to really support. You don't want this cut. You can't survive with that. What would you do if it actually went through? The 89 didn't run.
I don't know how we're gonna.
Yeah.
Half the people that ride the bus want to get to their stop, and I mean they don't have to walk. I mean I don't really want to walk. I mean,
Could you walk? How far do you go up here?
I go like all the way to PC, almost all the way to PCC.
Yeah. So this would be bad for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think of that 67? What do you think about? You use this bus all the time. You've been using this 67
Yeah,
for
I do.
years.
I came from Sunday.
Right.
Sometimes it's so easy to take 67 to go. It's not as small because we just do the same bus.
Right.
Don't worry about the transfer and waiting.
So you go all the way up to Bethany Village every
Yeah.
Saturday. So what are you going to do when they cancel the bus?
We have to find what we get.
You don't like this system?
They want to raise the price or what? They never fix anything. They always broke.
This is broke here. It's broke. It's
All
not
the time.
all the time.
Always.
How long you been riding TriMet?
10 years.
And it's broken all the time.
This one, every other one, if you go down on the PG Park, they broke, one of them broke. If you go to downtown, one of them broke all the time. I
Broke
don't know
all the
why.
time.
It's a simple
You
system.
have to log on manually.
Manual.
But
I'm gonna go as manually.
Manuel de Antonio, all the heads are broken. All the heads are broken now. Huh?
Charles McLean. I live at 9601 Northwest Laney Road. I'm a part of the Trillium Hollow co-housing community. There are 55 people, 29 families, and we depend very heavily. We got an exemption from our building for parking spaces because we allowed fewer cars, and the reason being is that more people were going to be taking the bus. So we are highly dependent. We have a number of no-car people, bicycle people, and car share. So we'd like to request the number 60 either be continued, combined with the 89, or that there be a 7-day-a-week schedule for the Cedar Mill shuttle, I think is what you call it.
Tonight, a Portland woman is recovering after having a stroke on a TriMet bus, and doctors say the woman would have probably died if it weren't for the quick thinking of her bus driver. KPTV's Brent Weisberg is here now with more on the rescue. Brent?
Well, not only did that woman suffer a stroke on that TriMet bus, but doctors say her stroke could have been one of the most severe they've ever seen.
Oh, we're eternally grateful he saved our mother's life.
Tonight, Heather Sludge and her sister Lisa Gills sit beside their mom's hospital bed.
I was so scared, and I didn't know things would ever be the same for her.
The two are here because of a chilling phone call Lisa got just days ago.
The hospital had called her and said she had a stroke. The bus driver found her on the bus, slumped over.
And that bus driver is this man, Mel Myers, who says he knew right away something didn't seem right when he saw Naomi Love suddenly collapse.
I knew something wasn't right, and I looked back before I got on my seat. I saw there was somebody on the floor.
Mel knew seconds matter, and he knew he had to help.
Not only did he change her life, probably saved her a lot of quality of life, too.
When paramedics arrived, they tried giving Naomi medication, hoping to break apart the blood clot, but had no luck.
Disbelief.
few remain. Is there a money angle to this that has nothing to do with ridership? Pat Doris has that in tonight's hot story. Pat, a good one.
Well, yeah, it is, Stephanie. And, you know, a lot of people wonder about that. They accuse TriMet of cutting some lines with high rider numbers while keeping those with lower rider numbers just so that they can get money out of businesses they tax along those outlying routes. TriMet says that is not the case.
33 goes by, which is a pretty heavily used line, and they're planning to cut it out completely. And you compare that to some of these more far-flung lines that go way out into the boonies, it's pretty obvious there's more ridership here close in than there is with
And essentially it is thought, first I'll do the broad brush one, and we'll come back to it probably in the last resolution, my guess is as well here. What the federal government, the Congress really decided is they did not want to create too many new programs, and so they really are pushing it, particularly in the transportation field, pushing it through the existing programs.
Doesn't account for much of the operating budget.
I know, well, I should be thinking differently about it. Too much overhead is the problem. It's not the driver's pay, it's too much overhead. Too many directors, supervisors, board members. What do you think?
I like it.
Why? Just the smell?
Huh, it's new.
The seats are supposedly, those seats are like actually configured to be comfortable rather than just...
They are reasonably comfortable, yeah. The ones in the front actually have a little bit thicker padding than the ones in the back.
Ross just told me to check out the Sunset Transit Center. Let's see what's going on. Looks pretty much the same, except for the clock. It's like somebody got up and took that picture off the clock. And 6? Is it 6? No, it's only 3. So what's the matter with this? The clock is broke. Oh my God.
Oh, this sucks. You know that's going to be published. Today we're running a little more activism. We've got Fred right here on our bus, and we're going to have people tell Fred what you think about service cuts.
North of Portland, they are very good taking care of the elected in the first place. They need to do that later. But north of Portland, they do have the special speed where they roll fast. Oh yeah, they roll 20 miles an hour. Why are we doing that?
You know, we're trying to with the new figure out, we're trying to figure out, what is the message? What is the message? Our goal is to have
So, parking structure's full, no sidewalks, no options.
If there was a bus, I would take a bus, but there is no bus, and then a parking is.